Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to study about classification of discrete time signal, in which we are going to cover what is a even signal, odd signal, and we are going to see what is a causal signal and a non-causal signal. So let's start with the very first type of classification, that is even signal and odd signal. So for identifying whether a particular signal is an even signal or odd signal, there are few conditions that needs to be satisfied. So first thing that you have to understand is that any signal, any discrete time signal, say xn, okay, is basically can be expressed as a sum of even components of a signal plus sum of odd components of that signal. So let's see how to identify whether a particular signal is an even signal or not. So to identify whether a particular signal is an even signal, the condition that we need to check is that xn should be equal to x of minus n. So what is x of minus n, students? X of minus n is nothing but a time reversal of this particular signal. Understood? So let's take one example where my x of n is equal to 1, 2, 3, pointer will be at 3, 2 and 1. So this is my signal xn. Pointer indicates value of the signal at n is equal to 0. Now let's calculate the time reversal signal or x of minus n. So how do we calculate x of minus n? To calculate x of minus n, we shift the positive components. These are my positive components. This will be transferred to the negative side, and the negative components here will be shifted to the positive side. This is the way we calculate a time reversal signal. So if I write down this value here, it is going to be 1, 2, pointer value at pointer remains as it is, 2 and 1. So if you observe both the signals, my x of n is equal to x of minus n, and therefore the particular signal is my even signal because it satisfies the condition of x of n is equal to x of minus n. Now let's take one example for odd signal. But what is the condition to identify whether a signal is an odd signal? The condition is that x of minus n should be equal to minus of x of n. So for odd signal, okay, to identify whether a signal is an odd signal, my condition according to the definition is that x of minus n should be equal to minus of x of n. Okay, so let's take for this example as x of n will be equal to, let's say 1, 2, 0, minus 2 and minus 1. Okay, so this is my x of n. So let's first calculate x of minus n or the time reversal signal. So like discussed previously, how do I calculate x of minus n? For calculating x of minus n, my positive side components will be shifted to the negative side. Negative side components will be shifted to the positive side, and therefore the value will be equal to minus 1, minus 2, 0, 2 and 1, correct? So this is my x of minus n. And how do I calculate minus of x of n? To calculate minus of x of n, I have to multiply this particular signal over here with minus 1. So when I multiply these values with minus 1, I am going to get minus 1, minus 2, 0, minus 2 into minus 1 will be equal to 2 and 1. So now when I observe these two signals, that is x of minus n and minus of x of n, both the signals are same. So whenever x of minus n is equal to minus of x of n, when this condition is satisfied, then your signal is a odd signal. Okay, so these are the two conditions to identify whether a particular signal is an even signal or an odd signal. Okay, so now let's move to the next type of signal, that is causal and anti-causal or non-causal system. Okay, so there are three basically classifications here. One is causal, non-causal and anti-causal. Okay, so let's take that part now. So now to identify whether a particular signal is a causal signal, here what does it say? That for a causal signal my x of n should be equal to 0 for all n less than 0. So what do I mean when I say for all n less than 0? All n less than 0 means n will be equal to -1, -2, -3. So for all these values of n, the value of the signal will be equal to 0. So can I say that my signal will be on the positive side of the graph? Correct. So when my signal is on the positive side of the graph, it is called as causal signal. Okay, so positive side is equal to causal. So I can write xn as 0, 1, 2, 3 with the pointer here. So all the values of this particular signal are at the positive side. So if I decide to plot it, 0 will remain as it is, 1, 2 and 3 will be 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so my entire signal is at the positive side of the graph. Now for anti-causal, what the definition says, that your x of n should be equal to 0 for all n greater than 0. So all n greater than 0 indicates n will be equal to 1, 2, 3 till infinity. So for the positive side, when the signal is 0, then it is called as anti-causal. So I can say that x of n is equal to, let's say 1, 2, 3 and 0 with the pointer here. So all the terms are there at the negative side. The graph, if I decide to plot, it will be 0, -1, -2 and -3. Okay, so when the entire plot, the value at -1 is equal to 3, 2 and 1. Okay, so when the entire plot of the signal is on the negative side, like it is here, that time your signal is anti-causal. Okay, so this is your causal. Positive side is equal to causal, negative side is equal to anti-causal. And when my signal lies on both the sides, that is positive as well as negative side, then it is called as non-causal. So when my graph is something of this kind, okay, so if I plot a graph where my graph is on both the sides, that is 0, 1 and 2, and this is -1, -2. Okay, so there are values here also and values at the negative side as well as positive side. That means the graph is balanced. That time it is called as non-causal. Okay, clear? So what is anti-causal, causal and non-causal? This way we can identify. So positive side is equal to causal signal, negative side is equal to anti-causal, and both the sides is equal to a non-causal signal. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day. Do subscribe for more videos on digital signal and image processing. Thank you.